Souris Mecaniques is a spinning wild mouse's Jardin de Acclimatation. Reverchon has built dozens of spinning wild mice throughout the years, but this is just one of 3 junior models they ever built. How much different is the ride experience? Find out in this review. This ride originally opened back in 2002 as Papillons d'Alice, or Butterflies of Alice, but the ride was changed prior to the 2018 season. The entire park was given a €60 million steampunk rebrand. This included 17 new rides and rethemes to existing ones. This spinning coaster was renamed Souris Mecaniques, or Mechanical Mice. The ride once had pink track and green supports, but now both are brownish. Then the vehicles were changed from having multicolored stripes to looking like mice. I love the big eyeballs on the front of each car. There is no other theming, but the area around the ride is nicely landscaped with some topiary animals. And this ride has a unique support structure to avoid interfering with the gardens. This identical layout has been cloned twice. This park was not tremendously busy when I visited, so there were barely any lines. This had the longest line in the park at a whopping 5 minutes. The ride had a half-dozen cars on the course at once, and the continuously moving load platform had people boarding at a steady rate. Unlike most Reverchon mice that can fit 4 adults, these cars are noticeably smaller. They can fit 4 kids or 2 adults. There are no seatbelts and just a shared lap bar for the entire vehicle that stops at the largest rider. Keep that in mind if you're riding with young kids. Once dispatched, you turn out of the station and ascend the 23-foot or 7-meter tall chain lift. At the top, you get a nice view overlooking the park and some of the city's historic buildings. You then have a slow 180-degree turn above a building. This leads into a small dip and rise upwards. These are fairly uneventful. You then have a mild hairpin turn to the right. To this point, the vehicle's orientation has been locked. At this point, the car will start spinning, making the ride considerably more exciting. It is not a fast spin like the larger Reverchon spinners. Rather, it is a slower rotation that allows you to take elements in different directions. This leads into an elevated section that forms a rectangle. No thrills, but there is the anticipation of the upcoming drop. The second drop is the highlight of the ride. It is small but sharp. It offers a weak pop of airtime from the abruptness. The subsequent rise also offers a little airtime as well. Immediately afterwards, there's a sudden hairpin turn. This offers a strong lateral kink, especially if you take it backwards and cannot anticipate it. This also gets your vehicle spinning more than any other point in the ride. You then have 2 small dips on the way to the brakes, and brace yourself for these. The stop is very sudden and it can slam you. Then you return to the station, ending the 712-foot or 217-meter long coaster. It feels a tad longer given how slowly you take the elevated elements though. So what would I rate Souris Mecaniques? I would give this coaster a 5 out of 10. This is a fine little coaster. It is not too crazy, but it has a unique layout for a spinner. And a few of the turns and dips are fun if you take them sideways or backwards. I still prefer the larger mice, but this is solid for what it is. So those are my thoughts on Souris Mecaniques' Jardin de Acclimatation. What are your thoughts on this ride? How do you compare it to the larger spinning mice? Let me know down in the comments. Sorry if my voice sounds off, but I was sick at the time of recording. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.